I am literally so shocked right now. So I'm just scrolling through YouTube, casual Sunday night, and I see that Trisha Paytas has uploaded a video saying why I won't trust Gabbie Hanna. Called the fuck out. Holy guacamole. That's like almost uncomfortable to see just put on YouTube, and of course I have to watch it because I'm just so shocked right now. I love Trisha Paytas. I love Gabbie Hanna. They're probably two of my like top favorite YouTubers because I feel like they're both easily ostracized and misunderstood. They're both very loving people at the end of the day, and I just feel like I truly believe they are both empaths, whether or not they know it, because they're completely led by emotion, but almost let other people's feelings dictate their lives because they're so worried about what happens to everyone else but themselves. So I'm so shocked right now, and I need to watch this. This will be me reacting to it. I do have a glass of wine. Tonight we are drinking Cabernet Sauvignon. This bottle, room temp. I might make a series called Wine With Me, just because I just sit at home and drink wine and constantly see stuff like this, and I'm shocked. I'm sure someone else has already done that. It's a very like basic bitches with their basic wine puns. Like, it's not unheard of. But yeah, I'm gonna react to this right now. I will say I've had friends that have met Trisha Paytas and said that she was lovely and so kind and so sweet at like a meet and greet sort of event though. So take that with a grain of salt because they are like knowingly going into that situation knowing that they should be nice. But I always liked her. And then on the opposite end of the spectrum, I've been in like, I wouldn't say I've met Gabbie Hanna. That's like how, if I was in LA, I'd be like, oh yeah, I've met her. But since I'm in my real life, I would absolutely admit that I've never actually met her. But I was at a party that she was also at, like a VidCon after party 2 years ago. And she is like exactly what you see is what you get. I never spoke to her, which is why I think it's funny that like that's super LA to be like, I've met her, because I definitely haven't. I've never spoken to her, but I did walk past her and like I really wanted to talk to her because it's like, oh my God, you make me feel less alone watching YouTube because you're like my age. But as I walked by, I overheard her conversation and I was just like, I can't interrupt. Like, I don't want to make her feel uncomfortable. Because it wasn't like at VidCon, it was like an after party at the hotel. But like exactly what I overheard her talking about is exactly what she's like on YouTube. So I feel like she's exactly what you see is what you get. And I also thought the same with Trisha Paytas, but I've never met her or even like encountered her. But yeah, these two, I love them both so much and I find them so similar, and I would defend them if people were saying anything against them. So to see a video posted like this from Trisha Paytas, just like calling someone out by name, and it feels so random, and I'm just gonna react to it. But I think it's also crazy because earlier I saw that Gabbie Hanna had posted an Instagram like mini rant about someone, and I thought it was so cool that she didn't mention their name. Like, I watched it for kind of a while and stopped watching, but Gabbie did not mention anyone's name. She did not mention or call anyone out, and I was blown away by that. I was like, yes, like, you need to get something off your chest. You're not calling that person out by their name. It's probably a no one. Maybe that's why she's not saying their name, but like, you're being somewhat mature about it and just asking for feedback. I had no idea that that was in response to someone else making a video about her by name. Oh my God, this is so... Oh, please don't be immature. But it's already starting on a bad foot. So here we go. Pressing play. I'm literally so shocked that this video is up. Oh my God.
A constant text. I met this person on two occasions. On two occasions I met this person. One time when she asked to come to my birthday party and I said yes. I talked to her for 2 seconds at my birthday party. And actually I think that's the only time I ever met her. Oh, and Joey herself was Secret Santa party last year. Those were the only 2 times I've met this YouTuber. Her name is Gabbie Hanna, and look, here's the thing. First and foremost, yes, she's a freaking drama queen. I'm a freaking drama queen. So I'm gonna just put this out there and tell her my issues with her because I keep texting her, telling me to leave me alone, that I literally never think about her, and she literally responded, you talk about me all the time. I don't think about her ever. when her name gets brought up, like I did this past week with a friend of mine, a mutual friend that asked about her, I literally just said, this is the story, and I'm going to tell you guys the story once for all. I have one issue with Gabbie Hanna. I like her videos, I like her music, I sang her songs on my Instagram story. She seems fine. I actually don't even know the girl. I don't know her. I've met her on 2 occasions.
This is starting so heated.
She's reached out to me a bunch of times. She's tried to be my friend, even during my breakdown this year. She's like, I'm trying to reach out to you. So I finally had to be honest with her. I told her what I tell everybody, because it's one of the scummiest, lowest things that has ever happened to me, and she's never once apologized. She thinks it's totally fine, and I'll read you the text of what she said now, again, saying, like, you have issues if you think me concerned about a friend's health is, like, low. No, it's low, it's scummy. I don't know about this girl. This is my issue with her. And just for the record, and I'm not going to throw anyone else under the bus, a lot of people don't like her.
Ooh, I paused as something real mean was just about to be said. If she's literally saying a lot of people don't like her, that is so sad. Like, YouTube is vicious. It's vicious. And like, from what little I've seen of Gabbie Hanna's channel, because I'm not a super dedicated YouTube watcher, but from what little I've seen, she had an insanely like close relationship with a lot of YouTubers, or at least would like party with them, and was immature and was like very responsive by emotion. Like, she would respond to things. She would react to things rather than respond. And it got her in some trouble, and she's like growing from that and learning from that. So like, to bring up old stuff is just really sad. Oh my God, I feel for her. That's so uncomfortable. That's so mean. And you know what's so funny is because I feel like they're two very similar people. I feel like anything that's said right now by Trisha about Gabbie is something that she must feel internally a little bit about herself, whether it's subconscious or conscious, because they're so similar. They're both constantly ostracized, two independent women that like can't even let their bodies be expressed the way they want to, because people, and not even like people, like ads and companies will judge them for it. So like, Gabbie Hanna can't post a picture of her like covering any areas that aren't appropriate. Meanwhile, other big YouTubers can make videos like doing drugs and drinking and like drinking and driving, doing all these insane things or alluding to them, and still get sponsors for millions of dollars. But she can't let her body be shown and also get sponsors. And there's Trisha Paytas, who's recently said that she feels like her body is almost like what makes her money and is what she's iconic for. And people also give her so much shit for that. And so like, just with their personalities, the way that they are both YouTubers, they both like want to be self-loving and are both working on themselves and are both ostracized by the community of YouTube. I feel like anything that's about to be said right now is something that Trisha Paytas must feel deep down inside might possibly resonate with herself. It's almost like her making a video about her, because that's so mean and that doesn't seem like her. And she's like, this is just like a very hurt person right now. I'm not saying they're permanently hurt, but they're hurting and saying such hurtful things, and it is so obvious and sad. And I hope that she doesn't hate herself down the road for making a video like this and can forgive herself. And I hope that Gabbie can be really strong right now after having a video like this, of this caliber, made by someone with a huge fan base, saying such hurtful things. Oh my God, this is a doozy. Like, no one can win. There's no winner. When mean things are being said, you can never win. Like, you can never... God, this is so awkward and sad. This is sad. And she's hurting, clearly, like just by the look on her face. And I can only imagine how Gabbie Hanna is feeling. And a lot of people are probably watching this and saying, you're reading way too much into this. And you're right, I absolutely am. But it also dives back into my degrees that I have from university and just like the kind of person I am. I'm intuitive, I'm an empath, and I'm someone that loves to understand how the mind works and has studied it for years. So just seeing this is like just kind of mind-boggling as well. I know I haven't made a video in a while, but I have been watching YouTube for over a decade. I've gone to every single VidCon. I'm a huge fan of the way YouTube can connect people, and I've seen it connect people from when everyone used to make videos in their room just like this, like not high quality cameras, not anything else besides just like trying to connect with people. And I've seen what it's become, and I'm so fascinated by it and by people that have been on it for a long time specifically, and just like this is so mind-boggling. And so sorry, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'll get off my my church pew. I just need some wine is what I need, and to watch this video. But oh my god, here we go. I'm not gonna edit this also, because when I say I'm gonna edit videos, they never go up, so you're getting this uncut. Sorry. Trisha does that.
Behind the scenes, a lot of people don't like her. A lot of people probably don't like me. Probably so much people talk shit. I don't care. I just keep it rolling. I'm going through so much shit right now. My friend from Boston came out to stay with me because I had cops here at my house. Like, I have just so much shit happening.
See, Trisha admitted it.
So much
they're both not liked.
My actual real serious life, that I don't give a shit about this drama. And I'm so sick of her sending me pages of texting like, why do you constantly talk shit about me? Keep in mind, Gabbie texted my other friend Gabbie from Pennsylvania and said, hey, you just hung out with Trisha, tell me the truth. Did she talk shit about me? To which Gabbie replied, yeah, she said you didn't like her. And so I was pissed at Gabbie because I was like, why would you even like bring something like that up? I told you this, like, whatever. Also, would say it to her face, and I will say it in a video. So Gabbie Hanna, if you want this attention and you think I just want to talk so much about you, this is it. My only video. The only thing I ever think about Gabbie Hanna, because I don't think about her. I see her music videos, I'm like, okay, cool video. Like, cool girl. Like, and she's been nice to me here and there. But then sometimes she like goes off. One time she texted me because she thought I was throwing shade at her through a video because I said someone asked for my address.
What triggered this?
That I was talking about was like someone else that I didn't know, but she like thinks everything is about her. Everything's about her. Well, Gabbie, no. This is about you, so there you go. You want the attention. You think I only talk about you and everything's about you. This is a story that happened years ago, and I'm going to tell it.
You know, at least this video is not nice to call people up, but she does have a point. Like, at least if you're wondering who this is about, it's very obvious. She's not hiding the name, so you don't have to wonder if it's about you. So that's sad.
With Gabbie Hanna, this is the only thing I've ever said to people. I've said it to people about her when they bring her up, and I said, this is why I don't trust Gabbie Hanna. That's it. This is it. This is it for me. Like I said, no personal, nothing against her. I think
no personal, nothing against her. This is so personal and against her.
Not cool, because this is one thing
you are similar. I see.
Don't lie on people's sexual
You're similar.
health. Okay, so she told. Okay.
Ooh.
When me and Jason started looking up in
So sad.
I did a video called like YouTubers I've hooked up with. She, by the clues, guessed that I was hooking up with Jason. I was. She texted Jason, and she told Jason, or I guess, I don't know if she texted him or told him in person, but basically she told him, hey, be careful, Trish has herpes and you're sleeping with her, and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, an ad.
And I'm so excited to put Bobby Brown's new foundation to the test.
And so back then she was friends with Jason, so it makes sense why she would say you're sleeping with someone that has this. I've actually had similar things happen in my friend group, like where we've thought someone has an STD or something, and we've, like, one of the girls has told the other girl, like, hey, like, I've heard this person has an STD. It's like sharing of knowledge, and unfortunately in these days, especially in university and college, people aren't always forthcoming about their STDs and what they have. So it's not one of those things where you can like hold back and go like, oh, maybe it's true, maybe it's not. Like, you say something because it's life-changing. And it's more common than people realize. So
Gabbie, have we slept together? Did I show you my STD results? Are you my doctor? Did you swab my vagina? In what world is it okay? And she keeps telling me a close friend of yours told me.
In this world, it's okay if the intent is good. And from what I saw on Gabbie's Instagram posts earlier today, she said, like, hey, I think this person has an STD. Like, that's not a totally unheard of thing to do. Obviously, no one knows for sure if anyone has an STD. Like, I was with someone and they said they didn't have one, and I still didn't believe them and went and got checked, even though, like, we didn't even, I'm not even going to get into that. But you just never know. You never know. And it's so important. And even if you didn't have an STD, what's the big deal? Like, if anything, you look better because you're like, oh, like, I don't have an STD. But I can see how that would be hurtful. Like, if that were me and if someone was saying that about me, I would understand, like, why that pain would feel so deep. But also, this seems very old. Because this is old. I understand how it would be hurtful. But I'm curious if she asked Gabbie, like, how long ago did they date? Like, over a year ago when this rumor came out. Did she talk to her about it? Or Jason, like, about the fact that she said that? Like, how was it handled?
This is what it is. I don't care, but I don't like people doing this. I don't like people lying on me. I don't like people starting drama. Like,
it's frustrating. Feeling like people are talking about you is frustrating.
So many times to leave me alone. She is so like, would it? She goes, if you think it's low to tell people you've heard about an incurable disease, KK, you have an issue for real. Yes, because an incurable disease that I don't have, that you don't know I have, that you have no right to tell someone I have. Even if you fucking heard it was HIV positive, you have no right to do that. You don't know what me and Jason talk about my sexual history. Like, what the fuck? And she never once contacted me. Well, I'm just looking at her concerned friend. She had sent me.
Wait, did she just say, even if I'm HIV positive, you don't have the right to tell someone that? Maybe I misheard.
Messages on messages, like, so much. She was like, I gotta ask this because enough is enough. Why do you talk shit to people? I don't like you. I literally never show anything except love, kindness, and acceptance. Always in person, through text and DM. I've always supported, reach out, offered here. So why do you feel the need to constantly spread lies about me and tell people I don't like you? It was so beyond me. Never say you don't like me. I say the truth. And I DM'd all this to Gabbie like about 6 months ago, and she goes, yeah. I said that. Like, I'm looking out for a friend. And I was like, okay, girl, like.
Oh, so you did talk about it.
That's how you see it, cool. Like, yeah, whatever.
So you talked about this, and it was over 6 months ago.
Public, so she hears it. This is my only issue. This is the only thing I've ever said. Anyone who I've ever talked to this about, maybe 3 people in my entire life would bring up Gabbie because they have their own issues with Gabbie and have played me their own audio.
Why does that need to be said right now?
Because they don't have the right food or whatever.
I feel like I'm bullying just by listening to this. Does that make sense? Like, I'm a firm believer that if you don't stop someone from, like, doing things that are hurtful, you're, like, part of the problem. Like, you're bullying as well. And it's almost like I just feel uncomfortable watching this because it's just sad. I wish, can we start a GoFundMe to get Trisha an editor that will get her point across, but also cut out the parts that are maybe said, like, in the moment. I think this is a video that many YouTubers would have made, and they would have cut everything out and given you 2 minutes of this. But she's real, and she gives you all of it. So at least she's saying what she thinks, but oh my God.
Okay, so I share my story too. And here's the thing, I tell people, I don't know the girl. I met her twice, talked to her for maybe 2 minutes tops at the Christmas party, and maybe 2 seconds top at my birthday party.
Okay.
Anyways, the other Gabbie texted me when she texted to Gabbie, and Gabbie was the one who reached out to. So Gabbie Hanna reached out to Gabbie DeMartino and was like, hey, you were hanging out with Trisha. Like, that already screams insecurities. She saw that, and the first thing was like, did Trisha talk shit? You know, people talk shit about me. I don't care. Let them talk shit about me.
Yeah,
like,
you do though.
I'm sure people talk shit
We
about
do
me.
care.
Okay.
It's fine to care, and you do care.
I'm probably gonna be on the internet, like, because I just don't care that much. And then even
You
when
do
I said
care.
to her, I was like, I mean, there's just
Because
so
it
many
hurts.
I'm like, please don't text me again. Blah blah. I said my life and mental well-being is already shaky. Do not need any more drama. I said I'm no longer responding to this. Sorry if you're upset. If I felt whatever, but I tell people about my interactions. I said that's the dumbest thing anyone's ever said about me. No one has ever talked to anyone else about my sexual history, my vagina, my STDs.
No one has ever talked about your vagina? Didn't you just hang out with Chris Clemens because he made a video reacting to your Patreon where you have videos of you, like, doing things I can't even mention? And that's why we love you, because you're real and you're yourself. But people do talk about that. And I know you've said it's hard for you when you were on the doctors, that everyone's so focused on your body, and that's how you make money. This is like a lot of hurt. I can feel it. And I just want to give her a hug.
An open book. I will tell people what I have, when I have sex with them. Like, I am an open book. But the fact that she told, there's so
you are an
many
open
stories
book.
I've heard. And this is just my story I'm telling you. Everyone else's story, and they can remain anonymous if that's how they want to do about drama. I get it, because also me, I don't have drama with this person. She has drama with everybody too. So it's like, I get it. Like, I don't want to be that, but I'm just.
You are the same. You're so similar.
I don't know what happened. Nothing happened. This is just, like, I don't know. Like, I hate that. I hate when people are victims. Because here's the thing. Yes, I lose a lot of people in my life, but I own up to my shit. I apologize. I own up to it.
So does she.
Crazy this happened. Like, oh my gosh.
So does she. From what I know, she owns up.
I know why people don't like me. Like, I don't understand. And she even said it in this one. She goes, I'm so good at people. I'm tired of being shit on. I'm like, you're not. You're lying about someone who don't even know. We don't even know each other. And
You're so similar. You're so similar.
So I met her one time for 2 seconds at my birthday party.
She's misunderstood, and like, so are you.
What? There's a reason that group and a lot of other groups don't talk to her anymore. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Why would you say that?
I've never been more upset. My friend is not from Boston, and I was like, boy,
Okay, I need to admit, I don't know either of these people. And I shouldn't defend either of these people because I don't truly know them. But I just feel like everyone should always be given grace. And everyone, we should like think the best of them, because it's called a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you treat someone good, they will end up being more good. Like if you treat a kid like he's stupid and you say you're an idiot, you'll never amount to anything, he'll start to believe it. He'll start to believe he's an idiot and will never amount to anything. And then a kid that could have been teetering on like going one way or this way in his life will end up thinking, I'm an idiot, I will never amount to anything. And he will do things that make him act like an idiot and make him not amount to anything because he believes it, because people have told him it so many times. So I constantly want to think the best of others, because that's how you let other people thrive in life and how you like show love. Like your thoughts alone on other people can determine their outcome in life. Wow.
Sorry that I just have to put this out here, because I've never had someone like lie on me, lie on yourself, like do your own drama.
Oh yeah, I know what I was saying. So I don't know either of these people, and I could be defending someone or either of these girls, and they could be in real life. Well, for all I know, they could be totally vindictive people, awful people, but I don't know that. And I truly do think, from what I've been exposed to them, even though it's limited and biased, obviously they put it out there themselves, that they both have good hearts at the end of the day. So it's like, I know it's weird because I'm defending a stranger, but that's what, like, that's the weirdness of YouTube. Like, you feel like you know people.
You know, like, say people scratch you over a phone, whatever the case is, don't lie on me. Don't lie on me. If you want to know I have an issue, I'll send it to the world, which I'm doing right now. This is my issue with Gabbie Hanna. This is the only thing I'll ever talk about her. I don't know her. I like her videos. I like her music. What was the other thing she said? She said that I tell people she doesn't like me. Apparently, I guess she likes me. Probably now she doesn't. I don't know. I never said that. I don't talk about her. Never think about her. And then I even said, like, I was like, look, Gabbie, I brought up what I said. I said I don't talk about you anyone because I don't think about you ever. And then she goes, and you bring me up constantly. I hear about it constantly. Girl, because you're asking people, like, you're thinking about it constantly. Get back hanging out.
She is showing signs of like a mild, moderate panic attack, because like you can tell she has an elevated heart rate. She is like having difficulty like collecting her thoughts, and she's just going a mile a minute, which is common for her. Like she's really fast talking and fast thinking, but it's almost like her feelings are going before she's had time to catch up and like think about it. And I don't know, you can just tell everything is like very elevated right now. She's boiling. She's boiling. Did I not just say, like, everything is elevated right now? She literally just said her blood is boiling. This is like a panic attack caught on camera.
Why are you texting me about this? If someone doesn't like you, girl, keep it freaking moving. Keep it moving. You know how many people don't like you, talk shit about me, or probably lie on me, or whatever. Keep it freaking
That
moving.
is so funny. I need that as a meme or gif or something. Keep it moving.
I don't care. Like I said, I know I'm like trying to stay out of drama. Like if any drama, it's on me. The drama's on me. I keep it on me. And whatever. You know.
God, I still love her.
I'm not gonna someone constantly texting me and harassing me and sending me DMs about stupid, like literally that one.
I don't think she was harassing.
She even said something like, "I don't need your followers. Like I don't need your help promoting my books and stuff like that." I was like,
She doesn't need your help. Neither of you need each other's help. You're independent, badass women. You should join together.
I was so sweet. I was so annoyed that I'm like, why would you even? And she even asked Gabbie Hanna, can I talk to Trisha about this? And Gabbie's like, no, I don't want to be involved. And what did she do? She freaking texted me. Gabbie's a sweet girl, and I'm sure she was just like, you know, she just said like Trisha said.
You just said if you have issues with me, come to me. And so she asked someone, should I talk to her about it? She's like, probably not. But she went to you anyways. But apparently she wasn't supposed to.
Like you, which that was not what I said. I said I didn't say Gabbie doesn't like me. I said there's a long story behind it, and I do tell people this story. There's 3 people I've told this story to, and now I'm telling you to the whole internet, Gabbie Hanna. This is why I don't mess with you, because I don't trust you, which is fine. You're not like me. There's a lot of people who don't trust me. I get it. I own it. Like that's fine. But what? I have the DMs. Like I'm gonna screenshot right now because you know she'd be unsending that shit all day long. I have freaking DMs of Gabbie being like, yeah.
Another commercial.
Are you who they say you are? The guy who kills.
DMs of Gabbie being like, yeah.
Which means she's profiting from this video,
Of being like, yeah. I can tell
bringing
that.
someone else down. Just think about that.
And just like not backing down, being like, that's my friend. I'm gonna look out for my friend. No, you don't talk about sexual health to anybody. Like no matter how.
We should talk to sexual health about sexual. We should talk about sexual health to everybody.
So honest to a point. And I DM'd with her. I've been nice with her.
Not talk to it about talk to nobody about it. Talk to everyone about it.
It was this year when I did the whole thing.
We are stronger when we're knowledgeable.
Why don't you reach out to me? I said, if I'm being honest with you, you told Jason I had herpes, not because we had sex, he had herpes. That is the reason I don't respond way before we started it. I don't have herpes. If I did, I'd be an open book about it. And if I did, it's also no one's business but mine and my partner's. Just first of all, I didn't tell Jason herpes. I told him a very close friend to you told me this. So she heard it from a friend. Okay? And I told him to make sure he's safe. This is not Gabbie. This is not your issue. Jason is a 45-year-old man. I'm a 30-year-old woman. We are having sex. You do not know the conditions of any. You don't know Jason's sexual health. You don't know my sexual health. This is why people don't mess with you, Gabbie. I know why people don't mess with me. This is your reality call for people. Why people don't mess with you.
Someone's body is no one else's business. So that's why I feel like this is such a delicate topic, and I can see why they're both hurt, because like my own body is not anyone's business but mine. But when you involve someone else in your body, literally in your body, that shouldn't matter to both parties. And then there's this whole other third dimension of, what if you care about these 2 people and their bodies? Do you have the right to say something on their body if you're trying to protect someone else? Like, I can see why all parties are hurt. But at the same time, it's like, what if that was you? You know, like, what if you were sleeping with someone and everyone thought that person had something and didn't tell you? And what if you did get something from them? And what if that, like, led to the decline of your health? Then, once again, your body, that's only your business, has been put into jeopardy by other people. It's like, do we have a liability to do something and say something if we think someone else is in danger? And I say danger because it literally is a danger to your body if that is true. Like, if you suspect someone is going to go do something, let's say a totally different scenario, like someone's going to go injure someone else in another way, you are liable to say something, or you're like a culprit with them. Oh, this is a sticky situation.
If you find out your friend is having unprotected sex with someone you told him you had herpes, you don't know the sex we have. Are you there putting the condom on or off? What? I did pull that info out of my ass. It was brought to me. secrets with. There's no secrets. I don't have herpes. There's no one I even told I had herpes. I share every single thing online.
You share every single thing online, and you've mentioned. I'm not even going to get into that. Not my business.
When he told me, and I never said to anyone but him when he told me you had sex, and I would have told him otherwise, and he didn't. He showed me the text. He doesn't respond to Gabbie. Gabbie would constantly reach out to him. He doesn't respond for a very specific reason, as none of the people in that friend group do.
Like, we know no one likes her. She knows.
YouTubers who are just so non-drama, and I will keep my mouth shut because I love them, because that is what friends do, which is like Gabbie DeMartino's error. And I told her I love Gabbie so much. I'm like, why would you even say this? When I told you this person is bringing drama everywhere. Like, why are you even saying things? I wasn't talking shit. I said, this is my issue with her. This is why I don't trust her. This is what I'm saying.
This is sad.
I am not.
Gabbie Hanna has been so far out of the YouTube bubble purely because it wasn't good for her, because clearly a lot of people, like you're saying, have had situations with her that they're not happy about. But it's like she's finally removed herself away from it, and then we just bring it back and just like say this. I don't really, it's just like, just when you thought you got away from it, it's like you will never get away from it. If you have your life on the internet, this is the message this is sending. If you have your life on the internet and give people the right to like speak on your name the way that you speak on yourself, will you ever truly get away from the thoughts and opinions of others and their ability to say anything and everything, no matter what it is about you? Like, this situation alone, for the vast majority of Americans, would warrant therapy. Like, absolutely justifiable therapy for this specific instance. And when you think about an instance like this, and how many of those go into the life of one person, or in this case, one YouTuber, you can only imagine like how hard that must be. Like, I'm currently in therapy for a totally different situation, and my therapist was saying, I brought up some topic, just like passed over it, and she was like, do you realize how hard that specific thing is that you just told me? And some people would go to therapy for years just about that one specific thing. These people, both Trisha and Gabbie, both have so many situations that are so elevated and have so many eyes on it. And this, I'm sure, is going to spark other videos just like mine. And I can only imagine how hard that's going to be for both of them to really try to feel sane again. Like, try to get away from it. It comes back.
I'm just heated.
Mm-hmm. You are heated.
So.
You're heated.
She said, I honestly don't get it, because I always reach out to you. And this is it, Gabbie. This is why I don't reach out to you, and a lot of people don't write after you. Everything else
Let's not bring other people in.
Like, the thing is, I don't think about Gabbie. I like Gabbie. I follow her. I'll look at her stuff sometimes. Like,
do you like her?
Cool. Like, she kills it. She's great. I'm like happy for her. But this is not cool. I do not need this drama. And if she wants to know if I talk shit, this is the only thing I say. And I'm saying it for the world, Gabbie. Okay. I'm like actually so hot. Like, this is.
Yeah, you're heated because you're having a panic attack because you feel so strongly about this. You feel attacked. So your blood pressure is literally elevated, and you're sweating, and you're physically heated because you're having a panic attack.
Leave me alone, just please. That's it. This is it. This is my story. This is my issue with Gabbie Hanna. Like, that's it. There's no other drama. There's no other anything. Girl, if you have the receipts, if you have all these people who tell you about shit, let me hear. Let me say some names. I'm saying names right now. I said,
Let's not say names. Maybe say names to each other, not to us.
I don't have close friends, bitch. Like, what are you, like, Okay, I'm done ranting. That's it. I just wanted to put that out there because this is it. Like, I think she thinks I talk shit behind her back. Well, I don't talk shit behind anyone's back. I confronted her. I told her to her face. I tell people this is why I don't trust her, and now I'm telling you now why I don't trust her, and that's it. I wish her nothing but the best. I think she's cool. I love that she's doing music too. I totally support her.
Do you wish her nothing but the best?
I like the majority of her songs. She has cool shit. Like, you know, but hey, you all have stuff to work on. So maybe this is something you need to work on, because obviously you cry and complain all the time about friends leaving you. Maybe, just maybe, as coming from someone who also has the same issue, reevaluate yourself, which is what I'm doing, and maybe you need to do the same. But the thing is, you're a perpetual victim that never reevaluates. It's always someone else's fault. Always someone else's. And you're just like a nice human, and you're so good to people, and you don't understand why people leave you. Well, then find a reason, because there is a reason. Just like why people leave me. There's a freaking reason.
She has literally recently admitted that in the past she was angry and hurt and would hurt other people and would react and was immature and has moved so far away from that. So I feel like everything that was just said about things that happened 6 months ago plus about finding a reason. Oh my gosh. Cannot believe I just watched that. I heard that. Oh, my heart. This poor girl. Wow. That's really sad. I'm not going to play anymore, but this video is far too long. I'm not going to be bothered to edit it down because I just don't have that energy. I work. I have a life. I go to doctor's appointments on the weekly. So, yeah, final thoughts. This is not my business. It's not anyone's business. I did make a video reacting to it because I think both of those people deserve so much better for themselves and for like the people around them and have been misunderstood and still are misunderstood. But I almost just made that video because I was just really shocked to see that. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Take it with a grain of salt. I mean nothing but love to both of those people. I will probably never meet them. And I just wish them the best, truly. But yeah, thanks for watching. And take care of yourselves because, boy, do we all need to. After watching that, I feel like everyone in the world right now needs a face mask, a puppy, and some wine, honestly. So, oh my gosh, that was a lot. My heart like hurts right now. It's empath. It's what happens to us. Wow. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry, my nails are so gross, but I'm a real person with a real job that really doesn't know how to do their nails. So, okay, bye. Oh, and I didn't hit end.